morning, so I'm having coffee for the thumbnail. Okay. And Hawaiian rolls. Okay. Yeah, so I want to talk about something that I thought was really interesting. And it's the topic of dresses. Okay. What are your thoughts on dresses? Do you wear dresses? Do you like dresses? If you don't like dresses, why not? And if you do, why? Like, just leave your comments down below. I'm really curious about it. So I used to be on a lot of apps, dating apps and stuff like that. Whenever I wore a dress, I got way more comments. A lot more men trying to talk to me. And a lot of men mentioned that they loved that I wore dresses because it was refreshing to see that, because a lot of women were not. And so I started like Googling, like, when did dresses start? And I think the Egyptians or something started the whole dress, and the first dress was made or something. No, something like that. I was looking up. So I've loved dresses since I was younger, because my mom used to put us in dresses, when we went to events, church, and all that stuff. Growing up, I saw a lot of women around me. I'm from Africa, and I would see a lot of women wearing dresses. So for me, dresses are just something that's I love them. I go to them a lot, and you guys know a lot of my videos, I try to wear dresses, and stuff like that. So the topic of dresses was interesting, because when I was getting those comments, back in the day when I was on apps, it made me start thinking about, what does wearing a dress mean? I know people have brought up that sometimes when you wear a dress, you're more feminine. But then I feel like feminine sometimes is how you carry yourself. It's a personality thing. It's on the inside, It has nothing to do with what you're wearing. But then again, I'm like, wait a minute. I've noticed that when I'm wearing dresses, I have to sit a certain way. I just can't be doing whatever, jumping up and down, doing flips and all that, because you have to be a certain way. Dresses are easy. They're versatile, and I find myself just feeling really comfortable. But also, it makes you have to behave a certain way. Like, you have to be a little more, versus like when you're wearing jeans and you're wearing like sweatpants or whatever, you're like all over the place, just rambling and rambling, just running around, So I looked that up, and I said, that's interesting. Also, when I've worn dresses in real life, I get looks, and I get looks where it's almost like men are looking at me like in a respectful way. Like, I've had more doors open up for me to go ahead, and I've had men smile back at me, and I've had other women compliment me on the dresses and stuff like that. So for me, dresses has been that thing, right? But I'm curious, for people that don't wear dresses, what is your reason? I know when it gets cold, of course, there's certain temperatures that are just you can't do it. I saw a video where this black couple was working out, and the lady wears like workout skirts and workout dresses and stuff like that. And people went in on her, telling her, why are you wearing dresses to work out? Like, this pants and all this. But that's the lifestyle they've chosen. So there's no point in beating somebody up for what they choose to do. So I just thought it was interesting that when a lot of men used to say that to me, like, it's just refreshing because a lot more women are now wearing dresses. And I'm just wondering, I know there's women that are against dresses because they feel like men kind of used to force women to wear dresses, and dresses became this thing that was like they had to do. So when they got the freedom to wear pants, it was like, whatever, like, we're going to go all out. I remember in parts of Africa when I was growing up, women were not even allowed to wear pants and jeans. And this is back in the day when I left Africa in the 90s. There was a time where pants were looked down on, and it was like, you're too wild, why are you wearing pants? And so, but now it's really changing. So I'm just curious to your thoughts on this topic, because I love dresses. They're fun to me, and I feel so good when I'm wearing them. And also, when I'm tall and I find a long one that goes to the ground, I'm so happy, and I just feel like I feel feminine, yes, and I feel very like a certain way, So I'm also curious from the men, if many men watch me, like, what are your thoughts on when women wear dresses? Like, what are you guys like? What do you guys think? Where does your mind go? I know there's men that have made it kind of sexual, where they say like, oh, when a woman is wearing a dress, like, it's easy access. Like, if you're dating or whatever, the fun times, you got a dress on, so it's easier and all that. But away from that, like, how do you perceive a woman when she's wearing a dress versus when she's wearing pants or some of the other items, Because I think it was interesting. I also there was a thing that I read on Google that was saying like, oh yeah, it has to do with certain cultural things and certain religions. Women are required to just wear dresses only. So I'm just wondering that is it because it's something that was done in the past and it's just a lot of people would just rather keep it that way, or does wearing a dress mean more? And you can't say that, oh, well, this person is more feminine or more classy and more this because they're wearing dresses, because at the end of the day, the character plays a role in that. So I just thought it was interesting to, as somebody who does fashion videos, I just wanted to come on here and ask you guys, what are your thoughts on dresses in general? I know there's women that are for the modest lifestyle where that's what they wear, and they don't want to wear pants. Or if they wear skirts and dresses, they always put like leggings and stuff underneath. But one of the things that I've noticed, like when I wear dresses, sometimes my curves show way more, and so I'm like, oh, things be moving, okay, and so I just was curious, and I know that sometimes on when people go to church on Sundays, a lot more women wear dresses more than pants. So I'm just kind of like curious, like about the whole thing. So just share your comments down below. Like let's talk about it. Like, All right, guys, let me finish my coffee and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.